currencies that come out and shoot and go up and then they drop. And I promise you, every crypto or stock finds a floor. It always break the resistance and go past it, and then it comes back down and find a floor to travel on, to do like a sideways trading, or a what we call smart trading, or a whole bunch of terminologies for it. But one thing for sure is that we have a valuable asset. So just don't look at this as a cryptocurrency and you trying to cash out when it get a certain price. We all know that's very of course we know that we getting started because we want to take advantage of the value that we have. We know that. Everybody know that. Everybody here, because they don't just want to take their money and put it somewhere where they ain't making money. We all know that that is the case here, okay? So, but what I would love for you really to see is the true value that you have in your hand, so you won't do what some people did in the past and later come back and you be kicking yourself in the butt, or you know, really just really mad at a decision you made out of pure emotions and not on pure understanding. So I'm here to give you some understanding. So first, let me introduce myself, if you will allow me. My name is Steve Coates. They call me Crypto Steve. I am a entrepreneur to heart, right? And I understood one thing as I was building traditional businesses and from the ground up. And I'm telling you, I've built some phenomenal business in the last 17, 18 years from the ground up into success. And I mean, I just love building. I love the ingenuity. I love the ability to learn new information. And what I didn't understand is that the traditional physical businesses that I was building, that the world was changing. And I seen it change right before my eyes. And yet I knew that some things had to change. And I know when things change, I know we have to change. Or let me say me, I have to change. And so I seen that I was accumulating a lot of wealth. Well, not wealth, government issue fiat. I was accumulating a lot of government issue fiat, but it wasn't growing for me. What do you mean, Steve? You said, what do you mean it wasn't growing for me? Did you have it in a great vehicle? I had it in some of the greatest vehicles I thought that exist in the financial arena. I had it in markets. I had it in IRAs, mutual funds. I had it in annuities, solo Ks, Roth, self-directed solo Ks. I had it in some of the most profitable vehicles that exist at the time that I was in that arena, but it still wasn't outpacing inflation. And that's what I had to come to grips with. And so some things changed. I got introduced. Well, I started dabbling in the financial market and making money that way. But I heard about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology years ago. Didn't never take advantage of it. Heard it. It was interesting, but I wasn't interested, if you know what I mean. I listened to the naysayers. I listened to the people say, oh, that stuff ain't going to be around long. I listened to the people that didn't understand it like I did. I listened to people that had little or no knowledge, just as I did, that didn't look at where the world was going, didn't take advantage of the opportunity they lived in, the space, in the time at that time, to take advantage of where we may be years from that, at that point in our lives. And so I listened to them. And I got the results they got as well. And so I realized I wasn't part of that super boom, and a lot of them wasn't either. And I'm talking about a lot of wealthy people. And so what I realized is that I knew I needed to go into a new arena, innovative technology arena, which of course using the internet, World Wide Web for sure. And so I got started in crypto. And yet again, I wasn't one of the 23,000 millionaires or billionaires that Bitcoin created, just Bitcoin in the month of December in 2017. But I made some money. a little bit, not a lot. And so what I realized is that the world was changing fast right before my eyes, and I knew I had to be a part of it. So I got started and started trading and learning and really diving into cryptocurrency even before 2017, but heavily in 20 after 2017. Well, at 2017. So what happened was what I didn't understand is that I made a choice that changed my life for the better. Yeah. And so I'm just here to share with y'all what I see that's in the crypto space and what uniqueness, individuality, distinguishedness, what we have that's valuable that no one else have as of yet. And I say as of yet because as time come on, because of the cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology is a new industry. There's all types of things you're going to see erupt from this industry, and there's going to be some great things, and you're going to see some things come out that's going to change the financial world because it really deals with finances on a safer and a private way. Okay, so I have to tell you this disclaimer. I speak crypto and blockchain, but I am not a financial advisor, nor can I advise you in your finances. I'm just here to share with you how I buy, trade, and sell cryptocurrency in the different platforms that I use. And so, with that being started, let's go ahead to the next screen. Okay, so today you will hear about a crypto comparison using Bitcoin and G999. What would you learn today about that? Did you miss Bitcoin's beginning? Did you miss it? You will learn some things about the missing of Bitcoin's beginning. The super boom is what I need to put, right? You will learn some things about price and value in Bitcoin's history. You'll learn about G999's beginning and then G999 price versus value. I will talk about some of them things. And so first, I want to just share with you the beginning of Bitcoin. So you might have missed this in the news flash that flashed all over the news in 2808, because we probably were so focused on the great recession that our country was going through at the time, we missed the one of the most important disruptive industries that exist in the world today using finances and currency. And so that was this Bitcoin that was created by, we don't know if this is a person, a group of people, a man, a woman. We don't even know if a person exists. All we know is that Satoshi Nakamoto, which is the name that's associated to Bitcoin, entered or published a paper on a cryptographic mailing list, and it was describing this Bitcoin as digital currency. It was designed to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Now, I want y'all to really understand what was going on back in 2008. So 2008, we was going through this recession where banks were selling people houses that they couldn't afford, taking on mortgages that they knew people wouldn't be able to afford in years to come, doing this crazy and illegal stuff today. Back then, it wasn't, and they knew they was double spending. What are you talking about, Steve? What do you mean double spending? How was they double spending? Well, they was taking the income that people was making and they was tripling it. They was doubling it and three times in it and say, oh yeah, you can afford this type of property. You can afford this. And as of now, we'll give you these payments so you can ease your way in. Where you expect your income to be in a couple of years? And you was giving projections, people was giving projections, and yet that didn't happen. And the reality is that was a double spending problem that existed in America, and as well as with credit cards all over the world, with debit cards all over the world. You could be able to swipe your card in one place and go to another place and swipe it with the same amount, with only having the same amount of money on the card, but yet spend it twice before the cards caught up to you didn't have enough. And therefore, it puts you in the negative, but it costs the banks. That's another double spending problem that existed. And so this cryptocurrency was created for just that. But you know, the reality is that when it was created, the people that did hear about it, this was some of the things that they said. People underestimated it. Like you and I, if you weren't a part of the beginning, they didn't take it seriously. They was misinformed about it, didn't understand it, right? Could not see the value in it. I know. And this is what was said for many of the financial gurus, banks and institutions all over the world. It would never be used as currency legitimately. No, not that. That's internet money. They even called it a scam. How about that? A scam that went from 3.10 three tenths of a penny to $60,000 now, right? It's crazy. So watch this, because as we know, the traditional world. Now, some of you are older than me. Some of you know that this doesn't exist any longer, right? Some of you know that the world has changed and now we have to change. So some of us understand, and I don't know about y'all, but I've been taught all my life, cash was king. Take them green dollars, you save it, and you hold on to it until the eagle grin. And the reality is that that was a great business model in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, beginning 90s. But that model changed right so suddenly, right before our eyes. The credit cards started moving in, debit cards, bank cards, checks started going out the door. I used to be mad to get in line. I used to be one of the ones with a check at the grocery store, writing a check for my groceries, right? And then I realized that I used to get mad in the early 2000s and be standing in line behind somebody that pull out the checkbook and say, how much is it? And then they take their time to write the check instead of pre-writing it and just adding the numbers later, right? And now we see the world has changed, because now it's people. I don't know about y'all. I don't even have to pull out a credit card, debit card, none of that. I just take my phone and say, shoot, I can tap it. I can do all that great stuff. And as we know the world today, it has changed. Now, yet, when cash was king, people used to rob us. They used to break in your people's houses, steal their stuff, break in banks, steal their cash. All type people that got killed for money. People, all this crazy stuff. But then when the cash went out the window, what happened next? The thieves didn't leave. They got smarter. And what they did, they said, well, now all I have to do is steal their credit card information. All I have to do is be somewhere in the vicinity and I can ping using this electronic internet device and ping off of their card in their wallet and duplicate everything on it. I can even set up fake machines that when they input their card, the scanned information come to me first. The thieves got smarter and the money changed. And so now we live in a day, in a time that now it's impossible to steal Bitcoin off the blockchain. Now, the only way they can steal your assets now is if you give them the access to your assets. So then at one time, again, they can bring in banks, they can rob you, they can do all types of crazy stuff at one time. And then the credit cards, they got a little smarter. They started doing all types of fraud online and all this crazy stuff. Now it's almost impossible to steal cryptocurrency. Now, I say impossible on the blockchain, but not impossible with people and how careless they are with their information. So I say that the world has changed, and so do we. And as you can see, something got to change. So this same Bitcoin that exists in the world today didn't start out at $60,000, y'all. It didn't start out where it's at. Matter of fact, it started nowhere where it's at. And I looked at my life just morning and I sit back. I had a moment that I had to literally tell myself, what was you thinking about? Because I remember last year, this time, March the 12th was considered in the cryptocurrency space Black Thursday. Black Thursday. Black Thursday was the day that every cryptocurrency said, shoo. At that time, that moment, it went to its lowest point that day. And crypto, it was a time that something happened in the financial world, and the internet said, doop. I mean, the cryptocurrency dropped. And I'm telling you, just for a moment, because it went straight back up after that. Now, I want to say, I was thinking, why at that time didn't I buy 5 or 6 Bitcoins? Why I had to wait until it get 30 and 40 and 50 and 60,000 to purchase Bitcoin? When I could have took the same $10,000 and bought at least 2.5 Bitcoins. Now I can't even get 0.2 a Bitcoin. 0.2. I will not get 0.2 is a little over. It's well, that's about 12,000. 0.2. So I'm just saying. So what am I saying, right? I'm saying that no cryptocurrency starts out where it is now. You see it, the value in it after it lives out the utility of it. Now, Bitcoin started out in 2009 at 3/10 of a penny. You could literally take a roll of pennies and get 150 Bitcoins. Oh, how life would be different now for me if I would have took this roll of pennies that's been sitting on my desk for about 3 or 4 years now and bought Bitcoin at 3/10 of a penny. Life will be different for me. It'll be different for you too if you had the same opportunity, if you valued it like we should have valued it, right? So I'm just saying it went up. And then I want you to pay attention to something, because I believe this is the most important part of Bitcoin. Bitcoin went up, went from 3/10 a penny, and then it went up to like $10, $12 in 2011. And then it dropped back down to 10. And then it went up to $600 in 2013. And then in 2014, it dropped to $310. Another year later, it went to, in 2015, $360. $50 more from the year later. That ain't a good profit margin. But yet it went to 2017, 19,000. Some actual platforms it sold at $20,000. So you're talking about in a short period of 8 years, Bitcoin went to $20,000. And as we see, as of today, 4 years later, just 4 years later, Bitcoin have hit one of its highest heights. It went to 60, almost 62,000, 61,000 and some change. And I'm just telling you that if we would have had the opportunity, because last year, now watch it, 2017, Bitcoin was at $20,000. Last year, Bitcoin was at $4,000. And this time last year, about $5,000 this time last year. And so what am I saying? It went under the price of what it sold for in 2017. But you know what? Some of the greatest minds ever said, I'm going to tell you what they said. Let me show you. Just to let you know that this Bitcoin cryptocurrency is here to stay. It is the mother of all crypto. And so countries, the utility side, what is it used for? Because it's the mother of all cryptocurrencies, it have a utility side. It's the entry point to any other cryptocurrency. It's mostly on every platform. When you want to buy any other crypto, you have to go to Bitcoin mostly, 99% of the time. It is about 70% dominance, anywhere between 65 to 70% dominance in the crypto space. It is a $1.1 trillion market cap with only having 18,560,263 Bitcoins in the world. Now, the actual circulating supply is 18.5 million, but it really, the overall supply was 21 million. There's about 1.9 million lost that's known to man that's lost because people lost their private keys, their pneumatic keys, and so they will never get it again. And I'm just telling you this. Listen, you got people all in the world. You got countries that set up whole Bitcoin cities. Don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself. I plan to go there. I was planning to go there last year, but just so happened the pandemic happened. But no worries, I'll go there either this year or next year. I might go this year. Might have the opportunity when I go to Monaco, France, just stop on by Sylvania and look at Bitcoin City and ride through Bitcoin City and go to some of the shopping areas and the business areas and just see the Bitcoin city that started, right? So we know that it is here to stay. I would like to share this with you because this is crazy too. The same asset that people call the scam, the same one that financial institutions said it would be a fad, the same one that some of the wealthiest people in the world say, oh, that stuff ain't gonna be around long, didn't see the value, didn't understand it, people misinformed about it, but yet it produced a 277.88% value on it. Listen to what I said. I said value, a percentage that's valued over the NASDAQ 100, that's valued over the S&P 500. We talking about NASDAQ and S&P that's been around for centuries almost. And you talking about just a currency, a cryptocurrency that people call scams, misinformed about it, didn't value it, said it would never do nothing, that been around at this point maybe 12 years in existence, and it outperformed some of the greatest financial markets in the world, just Bitcoin. That's what I said. As a matter of fact, you ain't got to take my word for it. Go look it up. Powered by In the Block. Go look it up on the regular. You look it up on any financial market. It has outperformed the traditional assets and will do it continuously. Gold, what we call the safe store value, the safest asset in the world. God ain't making no more gold. Gold is the value that they put behind government fiat currency. This same gold is what we say it's a bond investment, but it's a short investment. Now, Bitcoin have surpassed a kilo of gold price, and they now call Bitcoin the new gold. How ironic. How ironic. And yet it's amazing, yet astonishing at the same time. It's ironic that an asset that was devalued would do so much to a world that we live in today, that would do so much into the financial realms, financial markets, and yet stand the test of time by waving itself in the world of here I am, and privacy and security have been the stability of the whole cryptocurrency space, Bitcoin being the mother. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I introduce you today to what the gold standard bank has now created. Something that will blow your mind. Something that I heard a couple of years ago at an event that would change the way that the world look and view and see currency, but also banks. Something that the banking system have not yet adopted because they don't have certain things in place. Gold standard banking. That's what this is. Gold standard banking. And so I introduced to some, present the others. Mr. Joseph Haidt, the chairman of Gold Standard Bank, the guy that had started a physical bank and realized that the world was changing. And because the world was changing, he said to himself, I have to change. He said, listen, I understand that digital innovation is happening, that I need to be in that digital technology phase. And he said, if I don't do it now, before other banks do, then the value of me doing it will be slowly snatched from my grasp. And so he linked up with the guy, the CTO of blockchain. He linked up with this guy, Alex Drew Coaching, who said, I understand blockchain. I create blockchains. I'm good at that. And the banker said, well, I'm good at banking. How about this? Let's get together and create one of the most lucrative, innovative digital technologies that exist in the world as of now. And that's the G999 blockchain. And I'm telling you, I am so astonished again by what we have here. We have a blockchain with a whole ecosystem that have so many different things that's attached. I can't go into all, but if you can look up at the top of my screen, you can just tap on it. Go to G999main.net and just explore the uniqueness, the accessibility, the easiness, the convenientness of having everything you ever thought about in the crypto space at your fingertips. The banking financial world that we know that exists today, that deals with finance, that deals with us and our assets, that gives us loans, that takes our money and lend it out. The same banking industry that gather our information and store has now changed. It the CEO said, let's take it to the next level. I love it because one of my favorite mentors in the world, I haven't had a chance to meet him yet. He said this, it spoke volumes to me. He said this, he said, the keys to success is to find out where everybody's going and get there first. It was like he spoke it directly to me. He said, find out where everybody's going and get there first, Steve. And I built some of my businesses off of that. And I'm telling you that this is the greatest thing that could have happened in our time. And that's a physical bank turning to the digital world and offering all of the physical things while we keep our assets in our own control, in our own grasp, in our own pockets. I love that opportunity. And so you go in and explore that. Just to talk about a few, you're talking about digital solutions. You're talking about a blockchain that exists in here in Gold Standard Bank in GSP that doesn't exist in the rest of the world. There's not another blockchain that have emails or text messages encrypted yet. We the first. We have a exchange where you can buy, trade, and sell. Yep. Just like any other exchange platform. We have a blockchain academy where you can learn about our blockchain, about cryptocurrency, about how it moves, what's behind it, the underpin, the basic, the beginners, even the advanced stuff. You get to learn. And then we have one of the most important things I will say is our G999, the gas that's powering our blockchain, the utility part of our blockchain. Everything needs something. You know what the utility in the bank is? Mostly it's cash, it's money, it's US dollars. Where our utility for our bank is G999. Every customer must have it. And every customer that have it are able to put it in a master node or staking or a savings account. You can even lend out your G999 to the rest of the world with a percentage. Really? Yeah, you can even get a loan. I'm telling you, this is phenomenal. And then stepping into the lifestyle card, a card that exists that's utilizing GSPartners. It's called GS Lifestyle. Well, now the hardest part about cryptocurrency is getting in and getting out. Y'all hear me so many times tell you about the story where I had the opportunity to take $27,000 and make $135,000 in less than 4.5 hours. And the reason why it was 4.5 hours, because that's how long it took me to buy it, withdraw it, deposit on another platform, and then press the button and sell it for the USD and then withdraw it. But it happened with only 4.5 hours of me doing the work. But the hardest part that it took me almost 2.5 months to get my money in and out. in and out. Once I got my money in, it was only a couple of minutes, 20, 30 minutes. Once I got my money to the end to where I wanted the US dollar side to withdraw it took me a month. And so getting in and getting out is the hardest part about cryptocurrency. When that becomes simpler, that's or convenient, that's when the mass adoption will happen. And now you and me that's on this live Zoom today have the ability to help the mass adoption happen with this GS lifestyle card. I won't go into all about it because I'm just going to tell you this. You got something unique that nobody else have. It offers you a 24/7 concierge service. You can exchange different fiat currencies within any country or anywhere in the world you at. I mean, that is all phenomenal. And you can exchange fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat, and you can go swipe that card anywhere. Debit, master, a credit card, or bank cards is accepted. That's what you have that's at ease, that's in front of you. And then have an option for passive residual income. I talked about the true passive residual income. That's doing the work one time and reaping the benefits. It's called cash flow continuously reaping the cash flow from you doing the work one time. I can accumulate enough of these G999 utility coins, hold them in a place where the asset is growing and the price and what they're paying me for them sitting there in my own wallet is growing. I think that's phenomenal. And then having hard assets tokenized. You're talking about taking the hard assets and turning them into digital, wrapping them up in cryptography and passing them along on the drop blockchain. Sort of like an NFT. I know y'all don't know what that is, but that's what we have. Where you can do that, when you can wrap things up on our blockchain and pass it on our blockchain, we have a unique blockchain with some new unique products that's attached to it that no one else in the world have or can offer all in one. I'm just saying, let's talk about this G999. Here it go. So if I could tell you, I took $5,700 and it turned into $19,000. If I could show you this, would you be interested? Would you be interested in seeing how I did this? If it took a year, would you be interested? If I can just get some me's, some yes, some whys, would you be interested? I figured you would. The 2-3 people that did said, here you go. So I took 1 million coins. I put in the DeFi plan. The DeFi plan is simply saying my assets stay in my wallet. They never leave my wallet. And while they sitting in my wallet, the company say, hey, we're going to pay you 5% annually, but we're going to pay it out weekly. Then the last time I checked, y'all, my good old bank that I've been dealing with for 20 plus years haven't called me one time and said, hey, Steve, we got something for you, man. Keep your money in your pocket. We're going to pay you 3.5 to 5% while it's sitting in there. And I used to tell myself, now why in the world, why in the good old earth, God's good green earth, that the bank that I've been dealing with, that I've been bringing hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars with some banks, haven't called me one time to tell me, hey, Steve, hi, by the way, man, we appreciate you doing business here. Keep your money in your pocket. We want to pay you while it's sitting in there. Matter of fact, they tell me, bring your money here. We're going to give you this 0.9% on your money. We got some great deals for you. I was like, oh, yeah? What are they? And he said, we're going to give you 0.9 on your money. You put it in the CD, a certificate of deposit, you leave it there, and we notice that you got a lot of money. So if you leave it there, you're going to earn this 0.9 on your money. I said, man, that's a great deal. He said, yeah, I know. Ain't nobody else offering that much. I said, man, that's phenomenal. And so how long? He said, man, anywhere from a year to 2 years. He said, the longer you do it, the less you'll get. But if you do it for a year, we'll at least give you the 0.9. I'm like, hold up. The longer I do it, the less I get. The shorter I do it, the more I get. I said, all right, that doesn't make sense. But I said, okay. I said, but you know what? It is a great deal. But that's a great deal for you in your banking system. That ain't a great deal for me. Cause I'm looking at it like this. You're taking my money, you giving me 0.9, but you're gonna lend it out for 21%, 17.99%. And you giving me the 0.9 when you making 17%. That ain't a great deal on my behalf. That's a great deal on your behalf, on this bank. And the reality is, this company say, hey, we don't want your assets. We want you to keep them. Keep them right in your pocket and let us pay you while they're sitting there. I think that is phenomenal. You mean to tell me, as my million coins sit in my own wallet, you're going to give me 5% a year and you're going to pay me weekly in the same asset that's appreciating? Sort of like the goose that's laying the golden egg that I get to keep, and I get to keep the golden eggs as well. Wow. And you pay me as I hold the golden eggs? I think that's a phenomenal deal. I don't know another platform that's doing that. Not like this. Not at the ease. Listen to this. I bought up 1 million coins at little under 5/10 of a penny. Well, a little over 5/10 of a penny. And guess how much it was worth 60 days later? You wouldn't believe it. $19,000. Guess what else? In 10 days, G999 outperformed Bitcoin. But Bitcoin increased 23%, but G999 increased 347%. I'm getting paid 5% a year on my million G999, and that's actually 958 G999 paid out weekly. Listen at this. When G999 go to $2, how much will I make a week? $1,916. You know how much that is annually? $99,632. My million coins at this point becomes $2 million, and they pay me in the asset every week another $1,916 that I bought at 5/10 of a penny. I don't know where else. I don't know what y'all saying, but if this take a year, I'm with it. If it take 2 years, I'm with it. Listen, when the coin go to $1, because they didn't reach $1 before it get 2, I still make $958 a week by my assets I accumulated at today's rate. I still have $1 million that's producing me almost $1,000 a week. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know nothing else. And so now you see why we say GS Partners give you everything you need to buy, sell, spend, save, grow, trade, and earn in cryptocurrency. There's not another platform that give you that. This is bananas, right? I agree. Is this bananas? Some of you that's hearing this for the first time, is it bananas? Is this crazy? Have you heard something like this? Come on, if I could just somebody just tell me in the chat bar, have you heard anything like this? Is this phenomenal or not? I guess it must not be. Well, cool, because it might not be to you, but I know that it doesn't. Timing is everything, y'all. I want to talk about the price versus value now. This is what I want to say. This teenager, Eric Friedman, he actually bought Bitcoin when he was 12 years old, 2011. He actually took $1,000 investment and bought Bitcoin at $12 when he was 12 years old in 2011. You know, the crazy part about it, he asked his mom and his father for the $1,000 to buy Bitcoin. They told him, you're crazy. We ain't giving you that stuff. We don't know what that is. You're not buying that. So he went to his grandmother. His grandmother gave it to him. And so when he bought it, he said stuff like this: Mom, Dad, when I become a millionaire, do I have to go to college? They told him, boy, if you become a millionaire, no, you ain't got to go to college. You don't have to go to college. You're a millionaire now. And the reality is 5 years later, still a teenager, he became one of the first Bitcoin millionaires. Let me tell you about this guy. This guy, which is the Bitcoin pizza guy, in 2010, excuse me, May 22nd, he took 10,000 Bitcoins and sold it for 2 Papa John pizzas delivered to his door. I can only imagine when people walk up to him now and say, hey, Al, let me ask you something. What was you thinking when you sold those Bitcoins? And I see some of the interviews. I hear some of the things he said. He said stuff like this, where like at the bottom of my screen, he said, it wasn't like Bitcoin had any value back then. It wasn't like Bitcoin had any value back then. So the idea of trading for some pizza was incredibly cool. I want you to listen to his statement, and then I want you to listen to his mindset. He said, when, Mom, Dad, it go to $1 million, when I become a millionaire, can I not go to college? He said it wasn't like it wasn't any value back then. If he would have held the same 10,000 Bitcoins that he probably bought for $10, $20 maybe, if he would have held it for 9 months, he would have had $10,000. If he would have held it for 5 years later, he would have had 2.4. 7 years later, this guy would have been one of the first multi-millionaires of Bitcoin. He wouldn't be working today and he wouldn't be looking like that. But he knew the price of everything, but the value of none. Now, I imagine that he was looking at his $20 or $30 that he paid for the 10,000 Bitcoins, and he kept on seeing this. Oh, it went up and it's going down. Oh, it's up and it's down. It's up and it's down. He was probably looking at what it was. You may lose my $30. He never looked at the value. He never seen what Bitcoin had started, where it's going, because he could never get past what it cost him and what he was standing to lose. Sound familiar? He kept focusing on the price while the Bitcoin kid kept focusing on when I become a millionaire off of this. His mindset wasn't the price. He seen the value. He seen the price. He disregarded the value. He looked at the price. That's why he made statements like when it become $1 million. He focused on where it was going to be at, the price it was going to be when he become $1 million, millionaire. He focused on the value. He didn't focus on the value. He focused on the price. He looked at it had no value then. No value then. Which is ironic because our country was going through one of the most craziest times in 2010. We was a little short of 2 years from going through the greatest recession, from coming out of the greatest recession ever. Yet he still didn't see the value in it. And so only thing I got to say, what are you looking at? Are you looking at the price or are you looking at the value? Because I promise you, you're going to be one of them. You're going to either be him or him. Him or him. It's totally up to you. Keep looking at the price. You'll probably be him. You look at the value and you most likely will be him. The only way I know in the world that if you copy success, you'll get success. What am I saying? I'm saying this to say everything I said. You got true value in your hand. You got a coin that's a utility coin that's mobilizing everything that's in play on our blockchain as of now. Don't devalue it. Don't say it ain't like it ain't valuable now, because it is. You just got to let it go through the course of where it's going. Be a part of it. Say things like, I can't wait until I become a millionaire or billionaire or wealthy off of this opportunity that exists in my hand. Because the reality is, the Bitcoin kid did that and he became wealthy. So I won't hold you no longer. I will end my actual conversation today. I just want to say, y'all got some true value here. And I don't know what you see. I don't know what you're looking at. But if you're looking at the price, you're looking at the wrong thing. Because the price can change, but the value never changes. It only grows. The value only grows. And that Bitcoin pizza guy seen where the world was going, and he seen the value. The Bitcoin pizza guy kept focusing on the here and now of the $30 that he was going to lose, because it only cost $30 for the pizza. I mean, what could he have lost? $30? Is $30 a lot of money back in 2009? Was that a lot of money? Now, granted, I ain't gonna say it ain't, because in perspective, I know that there's some people that say $30, man, that could have, yeah, that would have helped my family real good. And I'm not taking nothing from nobody, but let's just get real, man. How many of us done waste $30 on some stuff, some food that we'll never eat again? How about some of us that bought clothes that we will never wear again? I can show y'all things that I got laying around in my store right now. Bunch of junk. I think I spent $30 on this Porsche that I was going to buy. A toy car that I was going to purchase the Porsche. So I was going to have the car to match my car. I promise you, I got some $30 mistakes all over the place. I got some $150 mistakes. I bought a pair of Versace jeans back in 1996, 1997, one of those years, that cost me about $270 some. I'll never forget it. At the time, I was big. I was 260. I was wearing 44s. I couldn't wear the jeans because they was 42s. And that was the biggest they had. And that was me. I said, all right, I'm going to lose some weight. I'm going to buy them anyway. And I didn't lose the weight at the time. They sit in my closet for almost 20 years before I decided, man, these things ain't even worth it no more. Still had the tags on them. I think I had to give them away because they was totally out of style. They had none of the fades, the rips, none of that. They just totally no good. And I'm just telling you, like, I know you got your own story. I'm just helping you reminiscing to some of the places you went and spent money. Yeah, I know. I know you do, Felice Mo. I used to be, I spent $30 in food that I didn't like at some places. Ate it and said, oh man, why I buy this? And I'm just saying, don't look, if you look at the price, look at it for buying more to take advantage of the value that it is, instead of looking at it and saying, oh man, it's down. Because every cryptocurrency I can show you, Bitcoin went to $20,000 in 2017 and dropped all the way back down to 3,800 in the next year, 2018, and then 2019, 3,800. How many of y'all love those days to go back if you can buy Bitcoin for $5,000? If somebody tell you right now, they say your whole Bitcoin for $5,000, how many of y'all come up with that money? You go scrambling, man, 5,000, let me go borrow everything I can from everybody right now. Hey, I need $5,000. No, we can buy this Bitcoin, we can sell it for 60. And I'm just saying, we have true value. You don't have to spend $5,000 on one coin. You don't have to spend $60,000 on one Bitcoin. You spend $60,000 here. You're gonna be setting yourself up to be a half a billionaire. I mean, to be, yeah, $500 million or more, right? I'm just saying, because 10,000 right now get you about 1 million coins. So think about, you got 500 million. I mean, 5 million. Coin go to $10. It's done. for you. We would never see you ever again. You won't even come to us, say nothing to us. You'll disappear. We be like, hey, man, where's so-and-so at, man? I ain't seen him lately. Man, I've been seeing him on Facebook. All I keep seeing is yachts and bottles and stuff all around this. Man, they all over the world. I'm just saying. That's the truth. Coin go to 50 cents. Think about this. So the coin go down, you buy it now, and then when it go up double that price, you just double your money. The coin reach 50 cents a coin. When it get to 50, some of you will disappear off here. I guarantee you, you will never be seen again on another GSP, nothing. Virgil say, I'm gone. Joy said, oh yeah, millionaire. I'm just saying, take advantage. So the people early on in Bitcoin, they took advantage of it. Let me show y'all one. I'm gonna show y'all one in particular. I'm gonna show y'all one place where people been buying Bitcoin and how they've been holding on to it. And see, these people that took advantage of it and we didn't. And then I'm gonna show y'all this coin. First, now let me show you this. Let me see if I can find it. Oh man, it won't let me pull it up now. Let me see. Here you go. This is what they was talking about earlier. Binance Smart Chain, BSC. I'm gonna teach y'all that. I'm gonna teach y'all about the hard forks. Hard forks is when a coin get too many. If it, like we have a deflationary model and people want more, our coin gonna drive straight up. I'm gonna talk about the Uniswap and the pancake swap, how some of those things are changing the world. Oh, here you go, right here. Deep dive. No, where is it at? All right, so I don't know. I gotta find it. Let me see. Any questions? Oh, here you go. So these are the people that own Bitcoin. Some of the richest people in the world. I mean, they own them. So some of these, look, these are exchanges. They own 143,528 Bitcoins. $8 billion, right? First in, that was 2018. These are cold wallets that you'll see. I can see everything. Look at this fourth wallet. 97,222,000 Bitcoins. This is what I want you to see. So the last day something entered into this wallet was on the 16th of this month, March 16th, 2021. The first entry date was 2019. 2016, when you look at, so I'm gonna take you back to some older wallets so you'll see that some of these people been holding Bitcoin, like this person, 53,000, no name, it ain't a cold wallet, so that means it's somebody that own it. 53,888 Bitcoins. Look at that. Went in, and they still putting in too. Went in on the 14th, 2014. Let me find one that have entry. So when you find the ones that have an entry but no out, Them the ones that stuck. Like if you see it went in and they see nothing been added lately, that's the ones that's been stuck. Look at this. Hill one, 2010. This, whatever wallet this is, 31,000 Bitcoins. These people that done bought Bitcoin, let me find another. Here go another one. This is a person or persons, no name on the address. Some of these wallets got a name, but some of them don't have to. Look at that. Some people added their name for regulation purposes, because regulators make them add them. They're exchanges. Some people ain't gonna name nothing. So this one went in on 4/5/2010 when the Bitcoin pizza guy, right a month before the Bitcoin pizza guy brought it. So imagine what this Bitcoin was. He paid 28,150. Yeah, exactly. Imagine that. Let's look at some of the, let me go to another lighter one. And when I get to some of the ones that's been, these some of the older ones, because lately people been stacking the Bitcoins, right? 2011 is an older one right here. Here go another one, 10,000 Bitcoins. Another 2011, May 10th, May the 3rd, I'm sorry, 2011, 10,000 Bitcoins. May the 3rd, again, 10,000 Bitcoins. They got 500 million. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, $580 million. It's phenomenal. It's crazy money, right? Here go another one. 10,000. 11. I'm looking at the last entry dates as well. So now see stuff like this. This is the one-time input. Well, let me see something. No, number ends. Okay. So this 7 ends. Yeah. So where that's 36. 5 entries. 2011, 11,000. They paid a lot of money for that Bitcoin. Woo. Oh man. All right. Let's go to the next page. By the way, it's 1,000 entries, okay? All the way down to like 1,000, I think. 999, 7 entries. I want to find one that's been since the start of Bitcoin. So some of these ain't gonna go back, but so far because of the addresses, I mean the wallets. But let's go. Let's look. Some of these people that cashed out, they go in, they go out because they done made a lot of money in the space when it went up. Here go old one. Look at this one. Woo! 7/24/2010. 4,000 Bitcoins. It got 29 ends. That's been in for a minute. 2010. I'm reading them showing y'all this because y'all need to see the possibilities of these people that bought it early on and what they stacking on. You see a lot of 2018s and 17s because people bought it back then, and because 2018 Bitcoin went down low. 2013, it's 27 entries. 2020 Bitcoin was started getting that booming. So you see a lot of those too. So that's when the hedge funds, I love it. 2010. This wallet got 33 entries. Let's go to the last pages. Let's go to some of the last pages. Let's go all the way down. So you don't see no new people here. A lot of old people that have older wallets are at the beginning. They have a whole bunch of coins. So 3 entries, 2020 though. Let me see if I can do this. If it let me pop on this, it won't let me do that. I'll try to make it hit on that to see if it'll bring it up. Let's go to the end. 1,000 wallets from everybody. All the way down to 700. Look at this. 600 Bitcoins. These people got a lot of Bitcoins out here, right? Y'all see this? You know why they got a lot of Bitcoins? You know why these numbers hard? You know why these numbers is a lot? Because people that like you and me was at the beginning of the project and jumped in. Some of them bought it in later times, but they got in. They got in and they bought it. They had money. Some of these people just got money. When you see these jokers 2020, 21, well, 20 is a different story. 2021, look at this. 600 Bitcoins. They started this wallet February 26, 2021. And they brought it, they spent a lot of money on that Bitcoin. But they in. Doesn't matter. They in. You see that? You see they in, right? That tells you something. So stuff like this makes me see, okay, people really like, so what am I saying? So here go one, 2012, and this is the last one, almost 600 Bitcoins, got 18 entries, 2011, I'm sorry, 21. So this is it, but let me show y'all ours. Can I show y'all ours? Can I find yours? Can I find your wallet? Your name? Somebody want me to find theirs for them? I'll find yours for you.
Go and explore.
I'll find yours for you. Here you go. Look at this. I love this blockchain explorer. Top 100 people that own G999. Here you go. Somebody own how much is this? So that's 4 billion. That's 4
Wow.
billion right there. This 1 billion. Oh no, this 40 billion. It's 1 billion. What's this? 18 million? Let me see. Yeah, this 18 million. No, this is 139 million. This 18 million. This 13 million. 12 million. 10 million. 11 million. 10 million. 7.3 million. 6 million. These are all the addresses that's holding Bitcoin. I'm sorry, that's holding G999. You're at the top 100. Top 100s that's holding Bitcoin. Now, I don't know if this private addresses or not, but when you go to value market, you'll see some that's producing a lot. Receive G999. Look at that. Woo. So you'll see some. I'm just saying, you can see everything. So the only thing I'm saying, just like this list, oh man, what I do with the list? I delete it. Just like that Bitcoin list, I want to be listed on the G999 list, right? Right here. They don't know who I am, but I want to be listed. Guess how I'm going to be listed? Because I'm going to stack them like I can. I'm going to keep stacking them. I'm going to keep stacking them. I got 7.0 million here. I'm going to keep stacking them. Because when that coin go to, now I got an out. Now I'm looking at when it get to double digits. You're going to see me take something. Then y'all won't see me no more for a while. I come back, I promise you. I'll bless everybody with something. But I'm going to be gone for a minute. That's the only thing I got to say. All right. And I'm just saying that we all got our right to do whatever you want. But I got to disappear for a little while, right? I ain't going to leave you. I promise you I won't leave you, Joy. I'm going to make sure I teach y'all everything I know, right? Because I want y'all to know what I know. And on top of what you know, you're going to be a bad shut your mouth. So I want to most definitely teach y'all that. But we got so much value here, though, y'all. I really want y'all to know that we got a lot of great things that's happening that GS Partners offer us. Like, and so some of the bridges that is talking about that we're going to be doing stuff that is going to be a little complicated for the average person, but you don't have to worry because I had Binance Smart Chain already. I got the Binance Smart Chain. I know already how to do bridges. I already have BSC Smart Chain. I already know how to do it, and I'm gonna teach y'all how to do it. You don't have to worry. Where you can jump through bridges, you can cross chains, you can do all that great stuff. And some of the markets that exist. Hold up, I got one on here now. So here you go. This is one that have you to go through a lot of hoops that exists. So it's called swapping, and swapping is a little different than the regular exchanges we used to. Not hard, but not easy either, you know, because you got to be able to connect to a certain DeFi wallet. So that would be nice. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna probably wrap BNB coin, because when you connect to, like, MetaMask is one of the best ones out there, right? And so when you connect to some of these, I gotta exchange the network when so I had it on the wrong network, because Uniswap won't use Binance Smart Chain. It only used the Ethereum. In order to use the Ethereum blockchain, so I wanted y'all to see this. So you got to take coins and you got to do things like this with them. Wrap BTC. So what you do is when you hear the word W in front of a coin, it's Wrappo, right? It's making the currency faster, but it's making it faster moved on another blockchain. So in order to use Ethereum blockchain, you got to wrap up G999 like I wrap these pennies up. In order to take these pennies to the bank, some banks want you to have them already in the wrap thing, right? In order to do that, you got to wrap up. Same thing with the Ethereum platform, because we have our own blockchain G999, and you can't use our G999 on the Ethereum blockchain, nor can you use the Ethereum coin on our G999 blockchain. So what do? You wrap up G999 and you wrap it up with Ethereum and you pass it along on Ethereum's platform. And that's why you got Wrap BTC, Wrap ETH. You even got Wrap ETH. Wrap ETH is a faster Ethereum. And you'll see a lot of coins. I was just looking at this too. You'll see a lot of coins that's using that platform. And let me see if I can go and show you Ethereum's blockchain. So this is Ethereum blockchain. So even Ethereum, and they have Binance, one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, started putting their coins on Ethereum because it's a faster blockchain. I got to find out where I seen those wrap coins at now. I was just reading about all this stuff, but I read so much, sometimes I forget where I put it at. But anyway, we gonna learn all this. I'm gonna teach y'all all this. You ain't gotta worry. Y'all gonna know what I know. How about that? All right, so I know we got it.
I said, then I give me one of them gold cards.
You said what?
I said, then I get that solid gold card, right?
Yeah. Get
But I
that
learned what you learned.
Everybody gonna have that solid goal. I can't wait until they give us or put that. I want them. I'm gonna tell you what I want. The reason why I was gonna buy it, but I say, you know what? No, I think they're gonna offer it in a promotion. In a promotion after the 3.5 incentive. The dream incentive, I think they're gonna offer. They're gonna give away that gold card.
And Kim, all three of y'all deserve free.
I wish they could give us free ones. I want that solid $35,000, 2 ounce of gold. They're gonna give it to us. But look, yeah, I'm most definitely gonna take it. I see that Kim is on here, y'all, and I want to most definitely appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening, and I hope y'all got some value. So let me hear. Do I have any takeaways? I know, Kim. I know it's a lot. It's a whole lot of stuff. Yep, gone already. Okay. So there's no more questions, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Kim, I'm going to give this to you. Renee, we appreciate you most definitely for actually making that happen for us. And so with that being said, y'all have an awesome day. Need a few more days to process. I got you. I know it was a lot today, right? Thank you again, Renee, for doing an awesome job. We appreciate you. Trying to find Kim. Okay. So again, y'all have a great night. Peace.